Example 10.9.6 from Edexcel C4 January 2010, question 5. Part A, find this integral. We're told that x is bigger than 0, doesn't really have any impact on what we're about to do. So part A, if you haven't already, have a look at the question and think, how can we integrate that? Pause the video if you need to. So when integrating, you should always try and simplify the thing we're trying to integrate as much as possible. And that's the key to this question. Just simplify it. So we've got 9x and we've got 6, both divided by x. So this is 9 plus 6 over x, which you could write as 6 times x to the power minus 1 if you want to. So that's just by simplifying, and now both of those terms can be integrated immediately. Integrate 9 and you get 9x. Integrate 6 over x and you get 6 times the logarithm of usually the modulus of x. In the question it said x is positive, which, like I already said, doesn't change how we approach the question, but it simply means this term now, normally we'd put the x in modulus signs. Because x is positive, it's not required, it's not necessary. So if you want to, you can just put ordinary brackets. However, if you'd rather just always put modulus signs around it, that's absolutely fine. We mustn't forget the constant. So there we go, that is part A done. Part B, given that y is 8 at x equals 1, solve this differential equation. Take a look at it. On the right hand side we've got a mixture of x's and y's. Also on the right hand side we see some familiarity from part A. 9x plus 6 divided by x. Again, so there must be a link here. We can use what we did in part A. So let's go ahead and separate the variables. I'm going to start by multiplying both sides by dx. And then divide both sides by y to the power of 1/3. And that has now separated the variables. We're now ready to integrate both sides. So the right hand side is part A. We've done that already. So we can focus on on the left hand side. I'm going to rewrite the left hand side as y to the power minus 1/3. That's the same as 1 divided by y to the power of 1/3. The right hand side we've already done. So now I'm going to integrate the left hand side. Okay, that's both sides integrated. That's the general solution. Let's now find the particular solution that satisfies y is 8 when x is 1. And notice this time we have to give our answer in the form y squared equals some function of x. So the boundary conditions, y is 8 at x is 1. Let's substitute those in. So on the right hand side I put x is 1, and because log of 1 is 0, I've made that 0 immediately. I sometimes see students writing log 1 on lots of lines of working out, whereas you save yourself a bit of time if as soon as you see log 1 you can replace it with 0. So the right hand side is 9 plus c, and the left hand side is 6. So c is negative 3. Let's put that back into the general solution. And now it's always a good habit to check the question before you move on. Make sure you've done everything it asked you to do. So we need to give our answer in the form y squared equals a function of x. So there's a bit of work to be done here. I'm going to start, well, try and finish off the question first rather than just watch me do it. So pause the video if you need to do that. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to first multiply the whole equation by 2/3. And that's what I get from doing that. And then I'm just one step away from having y squared equals. All I need to do is cube both sides. So cubing both sides, I'm not going to expand this bracket on the right hand side cubed. There's no need to. This answer is in the form that the question wanted. Y squared equals some function of x. So don't waste time trying to expand the right hand side. That will get full marks. Now if you want to, we do have a common factor of 2 in the 6x and the 4 log x in the -2. So you could do a little bit of factorizing if you want to, but once again there's no need. Our answer satisfies the demands of the question. By the way, if you did factorize out the factor of 2, that would need cubing as well. So just in case you did that, here's an equivalent correct answer. So you can either write 2 cubed in front, or that 2 cubed could become 8. So any of those 3 versions are correct.